and it is 5:15 and we are live.
This is the May 19th, 2022 meeting of the Pulaski County Board of Election Commissioners. I call this meeting to order. First order of business today is to welcome our new commissioner, Sydney Rash.
Hello.
Welcome.
And we look forward to working with her. And Commissioner, would you care to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Sure enough.
Let's do that.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That would take us to the second item on the agenda, the approval of the meeting minutes. Commissioner Masuko, have you had a chance to look over the meeting minutes from April 27th?
Yes, I have, and I see seems all is in order. So I'm motion to approve the meeting minutes from April 27th, 2022.
That's a proper motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. That would take us to our item of business number 3 today, which is the May 24th preferential primary nonpartisan judicial general election review of irregular absentee ballots. And our election coordinator is bringing us a box.
You get to open a present.
A box of sealed ballots.
So what this is sealed. We seal at the end of each night. We seal whatever boxes have ballots in them. So this is security seal. So what you want to do is you just want to check, make sure this matches, and you can just initial by it. And then
1808, 301.
Eight 301.
1808301.
Right, and then on the other side,
1808300.
we got them.
They're both properly sealed.
And then we will, when we get done, we'll put another seal on it because we're going to cut this. If you peel that, it messes all up. The seal does. So you can tell if anybody messes with it.
All right.
So
Thanks, Morgan.
Linda, if you'd like to open that up, let's cut the seal and review these ballots.
did I get it? Okay. So what we have, and the best thing to do with these is probably just to review them. We have, I like
Back in.
So let's start off with, I'm just going to put them in order. I should have when I did it. That way we can just go right down the 11. This is box 6. Yeah, 5 and 6 are the most. And then these are all the little. That's your designated bearer.
Box is empty.
You want to set that down on your side there?
Yes. And this right here, some of these, there really isn't that much to review, but you can still look through them and check them if you'd like. But box 3, reject 2 on your list of, I have reject 3. That's the. I'm sorry. I was reading that wrong. I wrote that weird on there. So there's 2 of them, and the ballot only envelope is missing. So you can't very well count it without the
No ballot.
ballot. So.
No ballot is a problem.
Yeah.
This.
So with no ballot envelope, or a ballot envelope missing, then we reject these.
Mm-hmm. Those are just automatic rejects. And these 5 and 6, so we have 2 piles, And the 6 is information missing, and 5 is application voter info doesn't match. So on this 5, box 5, what you do is you just compare the information on the voter statement. So normally, like the absentee workers, there's 2 of them, and one of them will read it tells you
So-
exactly though the birth
So we're
what
gonna-
doesn't match.
We're going to compare the 4 data points, which are the name, residential voting address, the date of birth, and the signature. Those are the data points.
Yeah, and on these though, we did add a deal blank to tell you what information is not matching too.
Okay.
So it's a birth date on that one. But
Okay. You want to take a look?
I'll take a look at this one.
Pardon?
This is not very helpful. All right, I'm good with those.
Yeah, that.
oh yeah, when we get down, I'll let you.
So here's our next stack. If you want to look at, we'll just kind of,
So are we looking at the voter statement inside to the envelope, correct?
Mm-hmm. And it tells you on that irregular
Right,
form.
this was the birth.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
and I mean you can compare all of them. If you
do we need to initial on these statements or anything, or?
No, what you'll do is, well, out right now,
Oh, I
because
see.
both of these you said you're not counting, I'm gonna mark. Oh, why'd I do that? I didn't mean to do that. But I'm gonna, both of these were the ballot only. So if we mark that, we know you've already reviewed it.
Okay.
And I was gonna have y'all initial them after.
Okay,
When you have thousands of them, I don't know that you'll wanna do that. You just wanna make sure it.
so this one here, application and birth statement does not match.
All your,
So,
yeah.
May 30th, 1942? Oh, 43.
This one needs to go to did y'all already look at this one?
not
we
not
cert-
yet.
can we write on it?
We have not.
Or
Yeah,
should we
what-
not?
Do you want to,
Yeah, this one will become a absentee
It-
provisional, it's just a.
I don't think it hurts. Does it hurt for them
Looks
to
like
write
they
on
probably
it?
transposed the husband
Put a
and wife
check
ID.
mark next to it?
I mean,
yeah, we've got a
yeah,
birthday
because what I would
problem
do
here.
is after you see that it didn't, I would just initial here.
Very
I would
good.
initial so that you know I've already looked at that one. And it doesn't match.
And put everything back, right?
Okay. Let me take a look at that. and we'll-
That should become an absentee provisional.
Now,
There's
does
not a
everybody
spot
need to
mark
look
that
at
on
it, or-
there. I'm not seeing it.
What's
That would
that?
become an absentee
Yeah, let me
provisional since the ID
let me
is
see.
wrong.
These are the ones you haven't looked at.
Everything
yet.
else
Okay.
is right.
Let's see. Someone else is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what we'll have to do on that, you're absolutely right. That one, what we'll do is, just like we do our other IDs, is we'll send them and
Right.
ask them, because it looks like it's her husband's ID.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yep.
that, I bet you we have his ballot in here with her ID somewhere.
Yeah, we thought, but we didn't
No?
look.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah, that was way off.
But by you guys doing this sooner, the ones without or that we know like that with the ID, we get to send them their notice. So
Right.
it's quicker.
Okay, I haven't, this one's. Do I sign on this one too?
You can initial it. If y'all want to initial them on that green form where it after you see it, that way you know you've reviewed it if you want to.
Yeah, that'd be
Are
fine.
each one of you reviewing every one of them?
Yes.
Okay. That way
So-
we'll know who's doing what.
Let me see that.
So,
This is ones that you're.
so we're just going pass down, gotcha.
Just hand them back here.
All right, let me move this over here then, so we'll know.
The main thing is never open two at the same time.
Right.
I guess that's how.
Right. It's a good rule.
That's great, you had him put that in the form there, Melinda,
Yeah, Jill actually suggested that, and I thought, she said, you can do it next time, and I thought, that's a good idea.
Huh. Yeah.
Yep,
So-
that's off.
So he put his. So the husband put it.
Yeah, is it,
The ID and the wife's. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, I can show that. That's what we're doing.
I just put that the dates didn't match like it said on the green sheet. I guess it doesn't matter what ID's in there, or it's a,
No, it's definitely not Alice. Definitely not
No,
Alice.
it's not, it's not.
So on this one, so the application, so she put the
Let's
23rd. Her birthday's the 23rd.
So we're gonna.
I'm sorry, on her application, she put the 24th. And on everything else, it is the 23rd according to her ID and her voter statement. I know we're supposed to compare. It's the wrong date.
It's the wrong date.
Yeah. Not much to do with that, is there?
No.
It's really annoying.
So this one, with the ID missing, we're gonna make it provisional?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I
You'll
don't-
get the opportunity.
But I don't
to-
see a place for us to mark provisional.
It'll turn into a provisional. It'll end up being this right here, David. So check mark that. That's what it'll end up being.
Okay.
Because then we get to notify them. And I think Sydney
That
said,
one I didn't mark
Oh,
yet.
yes, this one I did. Where did you?
I just
Okay.
marked up here where it's voter ID missing provisional. This one, see, let me
Oh, yes.
mark.
That one.
This is
And
one,
so
that-
it's going to have to be a reject.
yeah, this is the one that's,
Wrong birthday.
I'm gonna go ahead and put my initials right there if you wanna put your initials there.
Sure.
That way we can keep up with,
oh,
No, I think
and
that's a
another
great
thing on
idea.
that ID
Great
missing,
idea.
one, the reason it's not marked yet is because we still have to open the ballot only envelope to make sure, but I kind of doubt that they stuck two IDs in there.
Well, we are
But-
allowed to look, aren't we?
But we have
You've already-
we're not allowed to
No, we
open the
don't.
ballot
We can't
only
not
up
until
till
7:30
the
in the
election.
morning.
not
Or
do
8:30 in the
8:30.
morning.
those
Yes.
two.
okay, so.
I'm still learning.
Are you
And
through
we're
with
holding
that?
Yes,
36
I'm through
I
this
got my
one.
big old handy
I'll stick
dandy
these
book
down
here
at the
for
bottom of the pile, because you guys have already done that, or maybe I'll
And
just.
the ones that all
Maybe we'll
three of
keep
you
our fingers
have, if you want to hand them.
Yeah, hold on, I'll get that right here. Birthdays and-
Do you want to pass a couple this way? I can start on different stuff, I guess.
Yeah, and if you'll initial
Sure.
them right down here, this is where we're gonna mark whether, this is the other pile that's just information missing.
Do you want to put the ones that are just becoming provisional?
And I'm trying
in a
to keep
different
them in
stack?
separate categories,
Oh,
so
perfect.
it'll be, that one is we still gotta check that ballot only envelope to know if
Right.
it's provisional, but we'll probably notify them either way. We only have one provisional, and it's a designated bearer,
Got it.
since all the others are rejects.
Complete, all three.
This should all be from that same page.
No, this one here.
Are we mixing the piles?
Well, these,
Applic-
We haven't
no,
even
These
reviewed
are
it.
all, oh, you haven't reviewed.
yeah,
So let's
All
try,
three have
let's
a-
try not to mix the piles if we've got.
Right.
They're marked, so it's not the end of the world.
Okay.
Feels like I'm grading my peers' paper at school. Remember when we used to do that? Yeah.
The missing information ones.
Mm-hmm.
Those I was like, peeking and going, yep.
Yeah, because some of you can look and see that it is missing.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna put my stack of ones that I'm putting in here.
Yeah, they need to all be.
Agree.
They're marked, so.
well, we want to keep the assembly line going right.
Some of them open on the side, some open them on
This
the
one
top.
has all
You get it
three.
backwards.
Three signatures, Melinda?
That has all three.
Yeah.
I marked the wrong box here. I should have marked yes, rejected,
Oh,
so I will.
Well, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do that.
And the other thing, it automatically says up there too. Yeah, this one is more than likely going to be moved in the provisional
Okay.
category.
These are all missing birthdays.
So,
Yeah, she made that mistake.
huh?
Melinda hit the wrong box.
No, I did here,
Oh.
so I'm just saying, this is your mark here?
Yes.
Okay.
These quick ones, because they're just missing the birthday entirely on the voter statement.
Some of them you can peek in.
Yeah, I guess I did. That's okay. Someone had to do it.
Do you want me to check these boxes? I would assume the last signature would do the check the box.
I'm checking these because these are the audit rejects because they're missing birthdays.
If it's something we're
If
gonna
it's
need, if
questionable,
it's something
we
we're gonna need to vote on, then I'd say we can wait
Oh, yeah, sure.
to
But these are the
the
obvious
ones
ones.
that are real obvious.
Yeah, yeah.
Signature.
There's nothing to do for this, so. I do wish we could give them the option to fix it.
Oh, I remember this one.
What's that one?
This is the guy with the military ballot. No, it's something else. One guy made a mistake and requested a new ballot. So what is wrong with this one here?
The address.
This one.
It doesn't match
So we
the
don't
voter
touch this one,
statement.
right?
Right. But the addresses, the two residential addresses do not match at all.
So then I shouldn't be opening.
Yeah, you can compare them to that's the voter, that's the voter statement. And
Is it-
here's his application. These look a little different.
Yeah, that's
So
a
here is the address that's on his application.
Well, this is his ballot. Can't figure this one out.
What was his voter statement? We compared his voter statement to this. This says inter ballot only.
Yeah, these were. I just pulled these out, and I don't know.
You didn't pull them out of here.
That's a new
Still
file you're
sealed.
looking at, isn't it?
Yeah, and this,
Oh, the
there's
voter
mine.
statement.
Oh, there it is.
Here.
Okay.
There's the ones
I
that
thought it was empty.
Those are all the birthdays, not on
I
the
got
voter
you.
statement, so.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
street address. These addresses are different.
Seems they were all birthdays.
Wow.
There are two here that are missing the printed name, and I was thinking that we had
Okay, so
some
put 'em all
leeway
back.
if the signature was legible and you could read the voter's name. But I just did that training last week, and so I want to look at those, and we can talk about these in a minute.
On that one where the signature doesn't match, um, we can discuss that, but I'm definitely left with the firm conviction that a different party signed that. When you look at it,
Oh,
it's,
of course. Yes.
So you're opening
That's
this.
like, yeah, we had this
I wanted
exact
to make sure
conversation in
they're
the, yeah,
careful
that's an
because-
electronic. That looks like an electronic
no.
to me.
So, I
Or
mean, it's because
totally
there was an
different
instant
person.
runoff and that ballot should have been in the.
Either way,
Yeah, I
It's
know.
definitely,
Yeah.
it's definitely not that, no.
This one you gotta be careful with.
Yeah, make sure you
Definitely.
just pull out the absentee
Okay.
Definitely
or
agree
the
on that.
voter statement. Because
Okay.
This
for
is like
some
a
reason, one of
computer-generated
there
signature.
isn't in a ballot-only
Okay.
envelope like it should be.
So really, all you need to pull out of that, David, is this one sheet,
The
the
voter
white sheet
statement.
right there.
Yeah, got it.
And it was the addresses were not matching.
The electronic ones have instant runoff ballots, so that's why there's two.
The address line on these.
Yeah,
are-
I'm looking,
okay.
I don't see that anywhere over here. I'm looking for it here.
Mhm.
I'm looking for it here.
There's this, and to that, you just did it. That is their residential, their, see,
This application needs to like. say
Right,
you
that,
can't-
go to the
Right,
voting
right.
resident,
It
I
really
see.
doesn't
3610
technically
Lock
say that it has
Lane
to be a
to
live signature,
136
you know.
West.
So these applications could really be improved by saying it cannot be.
And he's
an
got even a
electronic
different
signature, it needs to be a
mailing
wet
address.
signature.
But when you have the same in,
their residential address has to match because you can't give them the right ballot style
Technology these days.
without
got
the
you, got you,
appropriate,
residential, right,
Mhm, their voting address.
yeah.
Yeah, I have no issue with the signature one, so I'm just gonna put it in my reject pile. Well, this is the ones I've only seen. Wait, here's the one that all three of us have signed. Yeah, but I think that was the only signature.
Okay,
That one was tricky to read,
yeah,
Oh.
because it's a military ballot, that's why.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
electronic.
You may want to show her when you pass that down.
yeah. What is your address in the U.S., state or territory?
Mhm.
I will. Let's see, so. What is that one, you looked at that one, see?
Oh, these two are ones I wanted us to discuss. So I haven't done anything. Those are my definite reject pile
Let's see.
because they're all missing birthdays on the voter statement.
Mike, did you want to, is that a?
Well, I haven't
These
done these
are-
either, so.
Okay.
These are more
I don't wanna
tricky
confuse them,
ones.
yeah.
Okay,
so you can
okay,
pass
let's hold off. on
Yeah,
the
so
trick-
that's why I was
Let's
saving
hold on
the-
the tricky ones and the ones that we want to discuss. You want to look at a couple of these while I
This is a.
look at a couple? We'll
Sure,
just
that'll
keep
work,
these
yeah.
Between us.
This
Yeah.
has all three. That one.
Okay.
We agree on that one.
These aren't all boxes. Oh, no.
Okay, there's no data. I'll put David up here, ones that, it's got 2 out of 3, how's that?
Okay.
It's 495-year-old man, not 22 and 20 instead of 27. These are. Oh, this is the.
This has got all 3.
Yeah, that's that one that you wanted. Be sure to just fill out the absentee.
Right.
Is it, or the voter statement, because it's kind of touchy.
Date of birth.
3 signatures.
Certainly missing. Is that one?
These two here need your.
Okay.
So the biggest thing I see is birth dates.
Yeah. Yeah. When we asked for the ID, it's so silly that we have to fill it out, but might as well.
Yet in some cases, they'll put it on the application, but not on the voter statement. That's too
Right.
bad.
It is, it's very sad. Looks like this military guy, his family probably moved between when he applied and,
Something, yeah.
I mean, there's like 6 weeks in between. No, wait, 2 months. He applied for this
This
on March
has 3
4th.
signatures.
Guess there's nothing to do for that either.
Got 3 signatures on that one. Wow. That's too bad. Right on top.
Those are all 3. Is that new staff?
That's another
I'll
staff.
tell, yeah,
Have I-
they're all 3.
Yeah, they're both all 3.
Okay.
These 2 right here are going to need to be moved to provisional because their ID is expired, so they should be marked at 1 up there, but their ID is expired. It's more than 4 years before Election Day. Expired.
Right.
What about those ones?
These are the touchy ones for the more that you'll have to,
Yeah.
Like there's
start
a-
looking.
yeah, because
I can do that.
these I more or less have to discuss with you, but this one, it's a designated bear. And it's a kind of dish, but basically, it's a designated bear.
Like if it's
And they
not
didn't-
on this, but it's on this.
Yeah, but they didn't designate on the voter statement, and they're not wrong. If the voter statement does not authorize a bear agent, and blah, 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 the vote shall not be counted.
And that's too bad.
Mm-hmm. And all of, anything that designates bear,
Yeah,
they
because
have is
it's-
marked provisional.
The rule is, right, that if they leave this blank but put it here, it's okay. But not,
Right,
doesn't,
right.
yeah, it doesn't go both
And you
ways.
mark both provisional, you guys but look at all of them, but yeah, you're
So,
absolutely right.
With this one being expired more than 4 years,
Becomes
will
provision.
it will become provisional and they will have their chance to
Because
bring it.
what we'll do with these ones that are ID, we'll get to send them a notice tomorrow and say, let them know, so if they can bring their ID in by noon after the Monday of the election is the deadline.
So what
So
are
we-
we doing with this now, though? I agree. We're going.
So I think-
It'll
I think we checked provisional ballot.
I think up here we're going to put
Yep.
voter
You want me to go ahead and mark
Did it
now? Okay.
Yeah, because that one, I'm sure the others.
up here.
This one isn't rejected, it's just this. There's rejected and provisional.
Got it.
You do it weird, don't you?
So basically,
It would be provisional ballot counted, yes or no?
it's-
You'll put no because the ID's expired.
but this is not
Yeah.
the final decision.
Right, we have to send it to,
So,
we'll be waiting for
I would
the.
say that it's right here.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Wouldn't you? It's
Yeah, just go and leave
Provisional.
it. I almost didn't put this on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to X this out. I'll initial it.
Yeah,
so I think that
because we're gonna notify them.
up here, Mike, this is gonna be voter ID
Yeah.
missing, it'll be provisional, this is yet to be done. We'll have to notify them and let them see if they can
Yeah,
cure.
because we don't know
See if they can
if
cure.
it's gonna,
Now, on this one here, this is an expired one over 4 years.
Mhm.
Will they get a chance to cure that?
yeah, well,
So I
that's the
did-
same as this
okay,
one.
so. Stick this back in here.
And then that one, David, is the one they didn't designate
They
on the
didn't put a
voter
bearer on it.
statement. And that's the one where I marked on your stuff for you. It says if
Yeah,
there's not, if it's not on the voter statement, you can't. And then Sydney still needs these, don't you? Did
Yeah,
David
we
do
initial them up here.
this?
on
Did
these.
David do it?
No, David has
Oh,
not
yeah.
seen this one yet.
so yes, this,
Yeah, the designated bearer is missing from the.
they are missing.
From the voter statement. And Sydney said it good earlier, you know, if it would have been on the voter statement, not on the application, it still would have been provisional, but you guys would have got to count it because it would be on the voter statement.
Yeah.
This one should go down to Sydney.
This
now.
yellow piece of paper is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney
both
needs
of-
this one, yeah.
Thank
And
you.
again, these are the ones that are expired.
Yes, I think I have the other one here.
Yes, I say this one is a problem. It is not proper. So where are we?
So, when we get through those, I'll just kind of,
There's a couple over here that we haven't looked at. Sydney.
What's your part? Oh yeah, so those two are the ones where the voter missed the printed name, but their signature is legible enough that you can make out their name. And I discussed that with John Davidson last week, and we had a talk about it. You know, basically, if the signature is
Yeah.
matches and you can make out the voter's name, you know, we can compare and we can choose to count it or not. I can read both people's names and their signature fine. I think we should count them, but I will let y'all take a look and decide. So we have enough leeway, I think, there.
Let's-
3 signatures.
Okay, so that is a starting position. Does have a picture. Not government issued, though.
Right.
No, that's fine, don't worry about it.
Bless it. Okay, so this one, so I'm gonna, Mike, you marked provisional ballot counted no on this one.
Well, yeah, because I shouldn't have done
You
anything.
crossed it out? Is that-
Yes, and that's
okay.
why I initialed it.
Okay,
It's a
I just
mistake.
want to make sure
No,
that
you're
that's what we
good.
did there. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with Sydney here.
Yeah, you
This-
know, if it
this-
had a doctor's signature, it was just like a bunch of lines,
No,
you know,
this is
but-
this is that person. Everything else checks out.
Yeah, I think
Everything's
it's fine.
everything's perfect besides the printed name, and he obviously printed here, and that's absolutely the same person.
Definitely, and I can read his name.
Yeah,
So.
I'd say that. We'll see what Commissioner Masuko has to say, but
Right.
I'm gonna be more on the yes on that one. But
Oh, let me- let's see
we'll
something.
wait and see what you want to mark before we mark it.
Okay.
So here's one that just doesn't have the printed name. I think it's similar to that one. The signature looks good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can read the
The
name and the
ID
signature.
matches. This is even a different one you guys did.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, there were two of them.
do we want to give them the benefit of the doubt? I mean,
Yeah, as long as you
Let's
can
look
read
at
their
it.
name.
You take a look at this one.
Where was,
Is that, yeah.
is that a different one? There-
Yeah, that's a
there was
different
one
one.
David had, didn't you, that you said the signatures didn't match?
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
that,
that's-
We
that
got
was-
it.
It was an electronic
Where-
signature on the application. It was clearly like computer generated.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to do about it.
I think we've already signed off that it's
Yeah,
a,
we did.
It's a no count.
It was a no count, yeah, no, we all.
I remember that one
Yeah.
from reviewing it.
Okay, here's our other provisional ID missing, or ID expired, I mean.
Okay.
And then that's the
one.
other one. Those are the two ID expired. Do you want these cookies then?
Okay, let's see. about
I kept
this.
them in the.
I'm good to go with this guy, Mr. Long. I mean,
Yeah.
his name, his signatures match. He just didn't print his name.
Yeah.
Go ahead and mark on it. Mark yes, count, and we'll sign.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if it was just a scribble signature, I would probably not.
Yeah, I was gonna
but,
say.
Yeah.
I concur.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing here.
Yeah.
I go with them.
This one we looked at, you guys just need to sign. This is
Well-
Mr. Long.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
You sent this down, said we're not gonna sign it till we get 3 of us to approve it.
Yeah, so if you're good with it, yeah, we can go ahead.
That was Mr. Long, the signatures matched. This wasn't a printed name. If you wanna relook at it, go ahead, maybe it'll remind you. It was on the inside sheet.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm good.
So are we, on this one, are we marking provision of alcoholic yes? I mean, it's not a provision.
It's not right, so
Right.
that's what I said.
What
We
am I
can't,
doing?
we're marking rejected ballot no, actually, down here. right?
Okay, sorry.
Because
Got it.
this is not what we're marking rejected ballot no.
Oh, yeah, and so
Meaning-
that'll just put it
meaning
back in the.
It's not rejected.
Regular
Is
ballot
that it?
stack. The count
Right,
stack.
meaning it's going in the
Circle
count.
the rejected so we know when we had these mistakes that we did.
Good idea.
Yeah, the rejected
Make
ballot
it real
be
clear.
no.
Really clear.
I don't really. I'll probably do that.
Okay.
Oh, here. Oh, I didn't sign
What do
that one. Thank you.
All right.
Now for the weirdos.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Three
this
signatures.
one is an overseas ballot, and
Were these the two that we're sitting in front of?
that was the
city?
ID expired that you
Oh, okay,
just did.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is one that the voter mailed in. It's one of the electronic ballots that come from the Secretary of State. So they were able to pull their ballot and do it, but they couldn't download the voter statement. And the reason we know is they sent an email to Josh Bridges, the Secretary of State's office, and let him know. And they also called our office. And I said they sent an email. I think they called him too. Then they called our office, and Betty documented everything in our office. But basically, this is the voter statement that they sent with it. I did reach out to the state board because I didn't see any special provisions for overseas, and I didn't see where it has the pertinent information.
Yeah, I mean,
That you guys are that we have to compare on the voter statement. So I'll let you look, and
does it verbatim say what's on the voter statement?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
right, no,
All right
it's not it's not a drawing.
I mean, like if he tried to make his own form and
it's not
wrote all
even-
the same things, like I would maybe
Yeah.
be inclined to consider it. You know?
It's not even,
Right, and that's
it's not
what-
even close.
No. Okay. Here you go. Sorry,
Yeah.
Charlie. It's too bad. Feel bad.
Well, good attempt.
He made an effort there.
Like you say, I mean,
Much given.
if they had pulled out the other
Or
the
there was
data
something you
points,
could
if they had taken
compare.
all the data points and put in there, we might have had something to work with.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What did the state say to you?
They had said to let them that if we wanted to hold it, that I could send that to them and they could look at it. Now they haven't literally saw that because it was sealed in the box. So, but I did say it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't have anything on it
I don't-
to compare.
I don't
Yeah.
see how you can
If it-
compare when it
no.
doesn't have the data points.
No, I mean, if
If-
it had copied it, if he'd copied it
That's right.
exactly, I think I would be inclined to take it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Sure.
unless there's a law that says it has to be on that exact form, I don't think
No,
that.
I agree with you. I think it would be fine if it had all the data, if they just made their own form.
Right.
That's not a problem. It'd be a good thing.
Where is this person overseas? I said.
Yes, and so that is this one right here. If I can get this is how this was really.
Okay. So that one says basically no voter statement or
It's
inadequate.
it says missing info. I said voter
missing in-
statement.
That's true.
So it's
Rejected ballots.
Yep.
We felt really bad because, you know, the voter they did it all after. And it was
yeah.
like, and Josh at Secretary of State's office said if they would have called, because they called both
could've emailed it
offices
to 'em.
during France, he said I would have got
Right.
it fixed up with the voter
Yeah.
statement.
Right, you
Absolutely.
could have just emailed it. I'm
Absolutely.
sure they would.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
There's not much
there's
we can
that.
do about those birthdays to call their attention to. It
Mhm.
seems like it was the same mistake on every one of them.
Right.
But
Yeah,
they-
that's
but
one
it's
of
right
those
there in
things
the
that
middle of the form
This-
box. So
Right.
I don't know
This
what else
one, I did reach out to Adam, our attorney, on it just because, and what it is the voter messed up on the ballot. So it's basically like a spoiled ballot. But what happened, instead of them calling the clerk's office, they mailed it back in the absentee where it had the absentee label. That's how they check in their absentees. Well, there's no way they're going to open this because they're not supposed to, because it looks like a ballot only envelope.
Right.
So then when we canvassed it, it came over here and they're requesting another ballot. So the best way I think to handle this, if you guys think so, is just to make a motion that we go ahead, because you,
Spoil
you
it.
don't handle
we spoil
ballot
it?
requests. We'll send it to the clerk's office and let them know, or let them proceed how they would normally proceed with the ballot request at this time, however they address this.
I think it's their purview.
Yeah. Now, can we spoil it?
No, we
I
don't.
don't
We-
think
they-
that's
We
our
don't,
place.
because they
Spoil it?
requested. Normally, if they would have known this,
Yeah.
they would have looked at it. They would have been able to take care of it
Got
and
it.
spoil it, because the voter didn't vote. But now that it came over here, it's like, well, we've got to send it, and they wouldn't send it to us. Period. With like, you know, they knew.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I'd entertain a motion to send this ballot material back to the clerk for them to act upon under their regular course of business.
Yeah.
Second that.
Like to make that motion.
I'll second it.
Yeah.
That's your motion. I
No,
second it.
I'm asking.
Okay,
you.
good.
You'll make it.
All right. Motion to return that ballot back to the clerk's office.
I'll second that.
Second's not necessary, but thank you for that. It's a proper motion, and all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So
And
I
if
don't
you
think
wanna-
we're just going to
if you want to,
yeah,
it's
so
going to be in the minutes.
We just put a.
So it's
let's just put a-
documented.
Let's just put a about send to the clerk.
Yes, sir. There we go.
And then here is this one. This is a little different. So, you know, you look at the voter statement and the voter writes the address or the birth date down. This one, you're comparing the voter statement with the application, like you guys have been doing. But normally the clerk's office, and it's human error, the clerk's office would have sent this application back to the voter and said, you need to put the day on it, because they only have a month and a year, right? Because that's how you compare. But they failed to do that. And so when you get over here, the voter, he stated his birth date just like he would when he goes to vote, and it matches here. So that's more of a clerical error than a voter error. I mean, yeah, the voter didn't write the day, but they normally wouldn't have got a ballot without getting this correct. So
Interesting.
there's always room for human error.
Yeah, which I'm not super.
And I think that's more on, I mean, it's on the,
Someone at the clerk's office.
Mhm.
I mean, it's an easy miss, I'm sure.
yeah. We're not perfect.
But I think the voter would have corrected it had they. been-
Right.
Right, I think, you know,
Right.
you give people the benefit of the doubt.
Mhm.
I say give them the benefit of the doubt.
And I'm sure the clerk's office will
Because,
be,
I mean, look at the years
getting
and
that
everything.
corrected after
Yeah.
this. Because they're,
I'm inclined to give them the benefit of the
Yeah, I am too. That one.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
agree.
Signatures
Go
match.
ahead and let's mark it. Yeah.
you know, I should have done.
We mess everything up on you.
After I did
that our
this,
last
I
one?
thought, that is it.
Oh, all right.
And that is going to the clerk.
That was your last one, so I was going to.
I attended the canvassing one day, and they did a great job. And those
Yeah.
people do a real good job. They're very thorough.
Efficient.
So, yes, kudos to them.
Kudos to all of our staff because they are all very great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm double checking this because I thought what we can do is, no. So in this meeting, you guys, we're counting these two. And this was the voter, oh, that's the one I
It's
have to
going back
take
the
care
clerk.
of. And then this is one rejected. We're counting this one.
Right.
And those three. And then this is laid on voter statement. Then those are the ones I'm mailing ID. I just wanted to make sure for the record we can, and those were good. So these are and that's how many I remember too. These are the ones that you guys are,
Yeah, these are
we're going to
these-
count out of wasn't it 25
21.
ballot? You reviewed 25
25
ballots.
ballots.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, it went up.
Did I get? Oh yeah, you got 21. That was from before this
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah, I got you.
We hadn't canvassed more. So out of 25, we'll do these three. Will be.
Those will be counted.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Very good.
Yes. Do you
That
have
wasn't
any?
good.
Do you have
I
any?
think I did it.
Any other business?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And I will want to seal this box back with
Sure.
y'all.
You want
I want to do this. You're gonna think I'm funny because in the morning we can, or when they Tuesday they'll be back to canvass because they really finished early both this Tuesday and today, and so they're going to come back Tuesday, and so these will be sealed. But I'll have them with that, and then we'll distribute them and have these counted.
So you're putting those back into the secured box? They're
Yes.
going to be sealed back with the tape.
Yep. So we will seal this box back. Amanda, go look at this.
You want to set it right here where you got more room to work on?
There you go.
And I'll type a form tomorrow and write the numbers in for them. But what we'll do, did you see what I just did?
Oh, no.
Okay, they do tear.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I told you Amanda was better at this. Where is Amanda? Teasing. Did you see what I did?
Take your
I
time.
should make you do it.
That's right. You're doing good. You take your time.
It's really sticky.
I'll tell you. You got it. There we go. You see it.
There. Sometimes it doesn't like to seal over other tape. So we'll write these numbers down.
So we have number 1808297. 1808297.
Oh,
Same thing with 298.
oh, yep.
1808298.
1808298. Okay. I could have done this a little fancier. But oh well.
Hey, it worked.
Y'all want an initial? Then I'll have the poll workers, well, on Tuesday, they'll review those numbers and before, when they unseal them. We found this tape and I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah, you
backfill it
can't,
for
you
sure.
can't
tears
mess it
all
up. So that's it on that, and there's one other thing. that I wanted to discuss, and these will be locked in that room, is, just for the record, our office discovered on May 9th that we had some special runoff ballots that were supposed to be sent to the Uakava voters. And what that is that instant runoff where so more than likely we're going to have a runoff and they can number the candidates and the preference that they want them. And that's, so what we had to do as soon as we realized that we didn't give those to the clerk to send out with the ballots, is the clerk's office went ahead and sent all of the special runoff, and these are only for the Uakava voters that didn't vote electronic. So the electronic ones they downloaded, that they get them however the Secretary of State's office does it. So we do have those mailed. They went out, and they will have till the 21st to get them back in. And now all of anybody who requests one, which I doubt somebody's going to request a ballot this late, would get a special runoff unless they did last week. But so I just kind of wanted that noted in the record because I do have it in the election folder is an irregularity along with the 29 Uakava voters. We have 2 election irregularities. The one from the clerk's office.
And you're speaking about your letter here that you did send to the Pulaski clerk.
Yes.
And you'll make this a part of today's
Yes.
record.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, thankfully
Yeah,
there is
that'll-
plenty of time.
Yeah. We still felt really bad about it. Here and here.
It does happen.
So do we have any other business?
The only thing I can think of is Tuesday, when you guys, we haven't really established a time when you want to be here. And we're thinking, the phones will be ringing off the wall at 7:30. So we're thinking 8 around there.
Sure.
And we'll have political practices pledges from Jacksonville and Sherwood for you to review. And then we'll have some more of these fun ballots,
Okay.
All
these
right.
absentee ballots.
Okay.
Sounds like a party.
So May 24th, 8 o'clock, which was
Yes.
I think
TV.
I think we had that one as
It's in the calendar,
to
just the
be
time.
determined.
Mhm.
I just marked out the whole day. I figured we'd be busy.
Right.
Yes.
One perk of being self-employed.
And I'm thinking, of course, the staff and everything, when everything comes in, we usually get a good procedure down and process everything. And I know that in the past, sometimes you all have kind of sat on camera and tried to guesstimate when we'd come back. So I'm not sure how you'll want to do it. This will be announced. Anybody's welcome to come to the office. And we can still get on. I don't know that you have to give them a specific time because basically this can just be an open meeting until the election night is over, and you can get on there periodically. I don't know that you have to tell the press, or not the press because they're getting them.
Right.
Everybody's looking online, but tell our viewers, like we'll be back in 15 minutes. In October we had a harder time, but we weren't sure when to judge that time. And I think you can just get back on there whenever we get a group in if you want to announce them.
Sure.
So whatever y'all think, but we can discuss. I'll discuss with you later, and we'll
Okay.
figure out how you'd like to do it. But I think that's it.
Well, thanks for organizing this.
Yeah, thank
you.
You did very
You are
good.
welcome. I had the number of early voters that but it wasn't as of 6. Well, it's
Yeah.
not 6 yet, but it was I think it was 17,153
Awesome.
early voters. I pulled it right before the meeting.
Right, yeah.
So
Okay, good.
we've been voting a lot of people
Woohoo.
for a primary,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so that's good.
A lot of people on the ballot.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you, commissioners.
Thank you.
With that, I'll adjourn the meeting.
Okay.
Second that, thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great evening.